Hello everyone! So for today's video I have Molly and Luna. These are our two female Maine Coons that we have, and it's kind of hard having 4 cats in every single video. Some of you who already have cats probably know that it's hard to keep cats in one spot, and it's hard to film all 4 of our cats at the same time. So in order to make my life easier, I'm not going to film every single video with all 4 of our cats in it. And that doesn't mean that anything is wrong with any of our cats. It's just not as easy as some people might think to film 4 cats for every video that I do. I hope you guys will understand that. So let's get into the video. Maine Coons are beautiful cats with great personalities. But there is no such thing as a perfect cat. Even though I love all of our cats to death, they still do things every single day that annoy me. I think it's good to not only talk about the good stuff. Some people think our cats are perfect, and they think that there are no cons to having Maine Coons. But there are, in my opinion. In this video, I am going to talk about the cons of having our Maine Coons. All cats are individuals, so not all Maine Coons are the same, but these are some cons that I thought of. So the first con to having a Maine Coon, in my opinion, is their poop. If you feed your Maine Coon a good diet, then their poop shouldn't smell bad. However, all of our Maine Coons are messy in their litter box when they poop. It does get better as they get older. I've noticed they often step in their poop and get it all over their feet and tail when they go. And the poop gets on our floors and on our furniture and on our walls and anywhere they go after they go into the litter box, and we have to clean it. Some days are better than others, but it's a nightmare to clean up. Molly was really messy and bad about this when we first got her, but as she's gotten older, she's become a lot cleaner. Albus and Luna are still learning, so they're still making poop messes. This was something I never knew about until all 3 of our Maine Coons did this, and our other cat Annie, who is not a Maine Coon, never ever makes a mess with her poop. The second con to having a Maine Coon, in my opinion, is their fur. It's no secret that Maine Coons have lots of fur. This means they need frequent grooming and they shed a lot. Not all Maine Coons like being brushed, and even right after we brush our Maine Coons, their fur can still get knots in it. Some cats are better than others about grooming themselves. Our Maine Coons also shed a lot, so you will be doing lots of cleaning and vacuuming when you have a Maine Coon. Their fur gets everywhere. It gets on our food, clothes, furniture, floors, despite daily vacuuming. Their fur can also get oily, and that's one reason why we like to give our cats baths. They also can get poop stuck in their fur when they go poop back there, so that's why we trim our Maine Coons' fur around their butt and back legs every few months so that it stays clean back there, and that's called a sanitary trim. Their coats are really beautiful, but they are a lot of work. The next con is that they are messy eaters. All of our Maine Coons make a mess whenever they eat or drink. They spill their food and water on the floor whenever they eat, and there's always a mess to clean up. Our other cat Annie never makes a mess when she eats or drinks. They are obsessed with food. All of our Maine Coons act like they are starving all the time, and they are not because they eat a lot of food. They are just being dramatic. Our cats have access to dry food and water all the time, and we feed them wet food 1 to 2 times a day. They are all a healthy weight. They just act like they need food all the time, even right after we feed them. They beg for food, even for our human food when we cook meals or when we eat. They are always nearby begging us with their eyes for food and meowing at us for food. Our other cat Annie never begs for food or gets excited the way that our Maine Coons do. I have a lot of friends with Maine Coons who say that their Maine Coons act the exact same way about food. They remind me a lot of dogs because of how much they love food. It's funny, but it gets annoying sometimes. The next con is they are talkative. Maine Coons are very talkative, not just when they want food. Ours meow and trill and chirp all day long. They talk to us when they want attention. They wake us up at night when we're sleeping and in the early mornings. I love it when they talk to us, but sometimes I need to sleep and it gets annoying. Molly has been waking us up almost every single night since the day we brought her home, and it's hard because I need my sleep. Luna is also starting to wake us up at night now. The next con is that they are demanding of your attention. Our Maine Coons need attention or they're not happy. They follow us around the house. They can be very vocal when they want attention, and they headbutt things very hard. It's sweet, but it can be annoying if, for example, I need to do chores around the house or work, then they can be quite distracting. They are very loyal to their human owners. The next con is it can be hard to find things big enough for them. Maine Coons are big cats, so that means they need things that are going to be big enough for them, such as carriers, litter boxes, and cat trees. A lot of cat products out there today are made for average or small cats. You have to look kind of hard and spend more money usually when shopping for your Maine Coon cat. The next con is it's hard to leave them. Because Maine Coons are so needy and demanding of your attention, it's hard to leave them when you need to go somewhere such as work or on vacation. This is why I always recommend having at least 2 cats so they can have each other when you're not home. Whenever I'm away from our cats, I miss them so much. I look at pictures of them on my phone and I talk to them through our security camera. You become so attached to them and you spend so much time together that it's hard whenever you leave them, even though you know you're coming home to them. The next con is they are mischievous. Our Maine Coons can definitely be mischievous. For example, Molly sneaks up on our counters when we're not around and she knows she's not supposed to do that. And Albus, our other Maine Coon, opens our kitchen cabinets and sneaks inside them, and he knows he's not supposed to do that. They definitely know when we are not around because that's when they try to do stuff like that. And it's not because they're bored, because they have lots of toys around our house. The next con is they have big claws. Because they're big cats, that means they have big claws. This isn't really a problem for us because we trim our cats' nails every 2 weeks. But even though we trim their nails, they can still accidentally scratch us if they play too rough. It's also good to trim their nails because then they won't put puncture wounds on your couch. I highly recommend trimming your cat's nails every 2 weeks if you keep your cat indoors. The next con is they are expensive cats. Maine Coons are expensive. Most breeders charge between $1,000 to $3,000 for a purebred Maine Coon. They are not cheap and they can be hard to find. I've said before in a video that we paid $1,000 for Molly. Molly is our first Maine Coon and we saved up to get her. Be careful of scammers when looking for a Maine Coon breeder. Maine Coons are a popular cat breed and there are lots of scammers out there, sadly. And the last con is they don't live forever. Maine Coons are prone to certain health issues such as hip dysplasia and a heart disease called HCM. One of the hardest things about owning a pet is knowing that they won't live forever. This is the biggest con for me. I tear up at the thought of losing any of our cats. We've been through so much together, good and bad, and they have changed my life. They are wonderful cats, and even though they annoy me sometimes, I love them more than anything in the world, and I wouldn't have it any other way. They are the most loving, loyal companion cats that I have ever known. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.